Hey there, West Michigan. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. It's been a hot one across West Michigan for the past couple of days, and we've got some more toasty weather ahead. So I think my little bird friend here has the right idea. Thanks to Cindy for this little video of a bird out there enjoying the cool water coming off the sprinkler this afternoon. Really wasn't a bad way to spend the day, and that's going to be the case for the next several days as we remain in a pretty warm and largely dry weather pattern. Of course, if you want to send us your weather videos or photos, you can always find me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. High temperatures this Wednesday hit 91 in Grand Rapids, 94 in Muskegon, 93 Holland. It was hot all across the region. Only should be around 81 for this time of the year. Inside our 3-degree guarantee told you 90 hit 91, brings us to an accuracy streak now of 8 days in a row of just 2 misses in the last month of forecasting. Tomorrow, thanks to the high temperatures this afternoon, technically cool enough to have the weather ball lit up in blue with cooler temperatures in view, but that's still going to be mid to upper 80s across West Michigan, so don't expect that cool of a day for your Thursday. View of the 13 weather ball, of course, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. As we were heading toward 9:30, temperatures across West Michigan still in the 80s for many locations, with dew points that were climbing into the upper 50s. Some humid air coming into West Michigan. Winds out there tonight will be fairly calm. We'll drop to around 3 to 8 miles per hour, but they'll pick back up some tomorrow. So there will be a breeze to at least make things feel a little nicer. Look for winds around 5 to 15 throughout the day on Thursday, with clouds that start to pick up some by the late afternoon and evening hours. Temperatures again expected to be in the mid 80s for highs tomorrow. 86 here in Grand Rapids. Haze will be around tonight and early tomorrow. The day will start around 61. Cooler for Friday as a few showers could move into our southeastern counties, though most of West Michigan will stay dry. Temperature expected to be around 83. Speaking of the next couple of days, another clean air action day is in place for your Thursday, so look for ways to reduce any emissions if you can. Put off mowing that lawn. Carpooling are good ways to do that as well. That goes for the Lakeshore and Kent County, as air quality concerns will be much like today in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category. This means anyone that has any sort of respiratory issues or breathing trouble should use precaution and avoid being outside throughout the day tomorrow. Primary concern this time, not smoke like a couple weeks ago, but back to ozone, something that we see most summers when we get into this pretty hot kind of stagnant weather pattern. The radar out there as of 9:30 on Wednesday did show a few pop-ups down near 94. We were thinking we could see 1 or 2 of those this evening, and they've sort of formed along some of the more stout clouds that popped up with the heat of the day. You can see the rain pushing through West Virginia. This is going to track its way on up to the north, and as it does, it's going to push more cloud cover toward West Michigan, and again that small chance for some rain as we head toward Friday this week. So let's go ahead and track it with the hour-by-hour forecast. We're looking at quiet conditions tonight, clear skies across West Michigan. That starts to change a little bit tomorrow afternoon. We'll start the day sunny. We'll pop the cloud covers up with the heating of the day. A few clouds through the afternoon. Again, possibly a stray bit of rainfall from a pop-up can't be ruled out tomorrow, but most all of us will stay dry. The cloud cover really starts to come in as we head toward early Friday morning, and that could come with a little bit of rainfall as well. Places like Barry, Calhoun, Kalamazoo County, you guys are going to see the best chance for a stray shower coming through, but most of us do stay dry, including here in Grand Rapids over toward the Lakeshore, Holland, and Muskegon. You may not even get the cloud cover up toward Ludington. It's going to be a warmer and mostly sunny day for you guys up to the north on Friday. A lot of that rain that stays to the east, doesn't really make it here, and it starts to push out by the weekend. Unfortunately, it's rain that we could really use, especially heading toward the 4th of July holiday, because we're seeing that drought condition kind of settle in here in West Michigan. Most of the state, at least in our region, now under a D1 moderate drought. We're starting to see severe drought pop up near Chicago. The latest update for this will come out tomorrow, so we'll see if this expands, and it likely will, because we really didn't pick up much rain in the past week. When it comes to tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures, though, that are still on the toasty side out there in the mid-80s for the lakeshore. Again, that pop-up in the afternoon can't be ruled out, but it's nothing that's going to help those drought conditions, and it'll be very hit and miss. Mid-80s for our northern zones of temperatures that'll be hanging around mid to some upper 80s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures will hit the upper 80s again as we head into the weekend. Humidity pushes in as well, so look for some pretty sticky days here through about Monday. That's when we have some scattered showers and storms that come through Sunday and Monday both, wrapping up by early Thursday. It's not a bad day, or early Tuesday I should say. It's not a bad day Tuesday once we get past the morning rain chance, but we quickly start to warm things back up near the end of the forecast, and hazy, humid days come back in again just in time for the start of July.
The 13 on your side beach and boating forecast, sponsored by AAC Credit Union.
As for your beach and boating forecast, it's not going to be a bad one over on the lakeshore tomorrow. You just have to watch out for that air quality action day. A little bit of wind out there will push waves as high as 1 to 2 feet over northern and central portions of Lake Michigan, with waves of just about a foot over the southern end of the lake. Water temperatures, they remain on the cooler side, mostly 40s and 50s, though we're starting to see 60s and upper 50s move further north. You get into the upper 50s by the time you get down towards Saugatuck and South Haven, 60s by Van Buren, and even some mid-60s down offshore in Berrien County. And today is the first official day of summer on Wednesday, and unfortunately, things have been quite hot and so far pretty dry. That dry weather has led one city, Spring Lake, to reduce their splash pad hours in order to help reduce water usage. The splash pad will now be open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday through Friday. Saturday will be open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On the village's website, they say the change is in response to persistent drought conditions, and the new temporary hours will decrease water usage by up to 40%. The city has also implemented an odd even lawn watering schedule to help save water. And dry, hot weather like we have seen here in West Michigan is just one sign of climate change that we can see in our own backyard. In addition to today being pretty hot and dry for the first day of summer, it's also something called Show Your Stripes Day. This is a day to draw attention to how climate change is warming our planet. Meteorologist Samantha Jacks explains.
Today is Show Your Stripes Day, a day where scientists come together to raise awareness for our rapidly changing environment. The stripes behind me are data-driven and a visual to show the long-term temperature trends since 1850. Red stripes are the years that were hotter than our 1971 to 2000 average, whereas blue stripes are cooler years, clearly showing an increase in global temperatures in recent years. This is of course significant because even minor warming in our global temperatures can lead to an increase in severe weather events. A study done in 2021 shows that those born in 2020 would experience 2 to 7 times more extreme weather events in their lifetime in comparison to baby boomers. Climate Central dove into the data a little further, finding that rapid cuts in carbon pollution emitted by humans would set up our future generations to see comparable amount of warming to those experienced by baby boomers. If carbon emissions from humans are not reduced greatly and continue on the same path it is currently at, millennials and Gen Zs in the Grand Rapids area would experience approximately 2 times more warming than what baby boomers experienced in their lifetimes, keeping temperatures 6 to 7 degrees warmer over their lifetime. So take today to show your stripes and think about the future that we want to see and the solutions that we need to take to get there.
And speaking of those stripes, you can see in the graphic next to me here what they look like for the state of Michigan. While it's slightly different from the global scale, the same pattern is emerging, a concentration of darker red stripes indicating warmer years more frequently in recent decades. If we want to see this pattern change, we certainly need to take steps to help mitigate climate change sooner rather than later. Now, from climate change to saving energy, a product being pushed on Facebook claims it can help lower your electric bill simply by plugging it in. Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team looks into whether this is really a bright idea.
We're all looking for ways to save on our electric bills. Several Verify viewers reached out to ask if using a plug-in device like Miracle Watt or Stop Watt can help. So, let's verify. Do plug-in devices really save money on electric bills? Our sources are the Buckinghamshire and Surrey Trading Standards, the UK Office for Product Safety and Standards, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, and Aaron Ismail with the Central Alabama Electric Cooperative. These devices are sold under many different brand names. Generally, they claim to work by balancing the current running through your wires and offer surge protection to save power. But government regulators around the world say they don't work. In the UK, the Buckinghamshire and Surrey Trading Standards tested 4 devices and found that despite claims to save as much as 90% on electricity, they actually increased electrical consumption. More than a decade ago, an Australian court ruled a similar device was not capable of reducing the amount of electrical power consumed. Power officials in the U.S. agree it's impossible for any device to lower your bill simply by plugging it in.
There's nothing on the market today that you can purchase and put in your home that will save you on your electricity bill. The only way to save on your electricity bill is to turn things off or purchase more efficient appliances.
So, no, plug-in devices do not actually save money on electric bills. Some can actually be dangerous. The UK Office for Product Safety and Standards warned when they opened one device, they found it wasn't even properly connected, leading them to warn it is likely to explode in the event of a short circuit. A recall was ordered, and the item was pulled from the marketplace along with another device that made comparable claims. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And now that you're up to date on the latest forecast here in West Michigan and some information about climate change and energy usage, you can always find more stories just like these on 13onyourside.com or by downloading our 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. For now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.